DC, the boys, Alabama Prison Profiles. What's going on, y'all, man? Make sure y'all like, sub, share, comment, donate to the little Cash App, PayPal platforms if you're feeling generous. Hit me up in one of the social DMs to go ahead and come on the platform, you feel me? Now, I want to give a shout out to Hippie. I think dude's name was Hippie Flip, something like that. The commenter that brought this story to my attention because, I wasn't live when this went down. And I thought it was interesting enough because I have not touched on this sort of topic yet or this facility. But we're going to take a flashback back to 1985 for a hostage situation that occurred at the state's maximum security secured medical mental health facility. You know what I'm saying? Let's hop right into that. 2003, Tuscaloosa. Instead of shackled men wearing prison whites or locked in individual cells with barred windows, Taylor Hardin Secure Medical Facility has more clinical, college dorm-like atmosphere. Quote, most people expect a prison, said Director Jim Reddock at the time. It's not. We're a hospital. The residents roam freely but heavily supervised within their secure living area. Reddock takes pride in the fact that the restraint or seclusion is not practiced at the facility. Situated at the top of a hill off Jack Warner Parkway near the University of Alabama's softball field, the maximum security facility is surrounded by a set of barbed wire fences and about 10 acres of woods. Reddock wasn't certain of the exact acreage of the property, but said it extends to almost to 25th Avenue East or Paper Mill Road in Alberta City. Taylor Hardin admits and discharges 150 to 180 patients per year. The more short-term patients are there for pre-trial evaluation and stay an average of 45 days. All Taylor Hardin residents have serious mental issues. Some have disorders such as schizophrenia or bipolar. Others have mood disorders. Quote, most have a schizophrenia diagnosis and almost all have a substance abuse diagnosis. Defendants who are ordered to undergo pre-trial competency evaluations usually receive an outpatient evaluation before being admitted to Taylor Hardin. In the hospital, doctors determine whether the defendants are competent to stand trial and whether they were mentally competent when the crime was committed. Quote, very few defendants prevail on the insanity defense, unquote. To meet release criteria, the patients must be declared no longer mentally ill or no longer pose a threat to themselves or others. Patients cannot be released without a court order, but Taylor Hardin doctors can make a recommendation to a judge. While Taylor Hardin did house women at times in the past, it is now an all-male facility. The facility is divided into two 45-bed units and a 24-bed unit. Pre-trial defendants stay in the 24-man unit. The men who have been found not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect live in one of the other two dorms depending on the competency level. There, they receive treatment with the goal of returning to the community once released. Some patients live in halfway houses, group homes, or on their own. Some, however, have a longer stay. There are a couple of residents who have been there since the facility opened in 1981. Taylor Hardin employs about 190 people. There are no prison guards at the hospital, but a couple of police officers are on duty at all times. Mental health workers supervise and work with the patients. The patients don't sleep in cells, but instead live in a college dorm-like setting. Separated into three separate programs depending on their status, the men live in closed-off pods where they can sit in a common area and read magazines or watch television. At designated times, they are allowed to sit in one of several courtyards and listen to music through headphones. They wear polo-type t-shirts, blue jeans, and sneakers and are friendly to visitors. Some patients live alone in their rooms while others share a room with up to 3 people. Problems resulting from the communal living arrangements are very rare. From a control room, officers can virtually see every inch of the facility and grounds. Using state-of-the-art equipment, they are able to zoom in and rotate cameras as much as they want. Audio alarms sound if the noise level isn't in an area, or if the noise rises to a certain point at a certain area. No one has ever escaped the facility. Taylor Hardin is a nationally recognized forensic hospital. It was the first freestanding forensic facility in the nation to receive accreditation from the Joint Commission on Accreditation of Healthcare Services. The hospital is often a model for other forensic hospitals in the country. Quote, "It's a world-class facility, it really is," unquote, said Director of Public Relations for the Alabama Department of Mental Health. Quote, "Taylor Hardin is one of the best, if not the best, facility of its type in the nation." August 26, 1985. State troopers stormed a maximum security mental hospital Monday where two patients held a female technician hostage for 17 hours, unaliving one of the patients and freeing the hostage unharmed. Authorities said Kirk Bayless, 20, was shot to death by state troopers who broke through a barricaded bathroom door at the Taylor Hardin Secure Medical Facility about 2 p.m. Neither the hostage or Bayless' alleged accomplice was injured, officials said. The people in charge felt like the situation was deteriorating to the point where the hostage was in danger, said Department of Mental Health spokesman Ken Dewey. Quote, "One of the patients was shot and unalived by a state trooper. The hostage is all right. The other patient is also okay." Bayless and inmate Steve Nedger, armed with a pair of surgical scissors, took forensic science technician Sarah Tinchner, 57, hostage about 9:20 p.m. Sunday, barricading themselves in a bathroom in the diagnostic ward of the 125 inmate facility. Ken Wallace, acting commissioner of the Department of Mental Health, said the two were demanding drugs and cigarettes, but apparently were not intending on trying to escape. The other patients were isolated from the unit and did not have to participate in the abduction. FBI agents negotiated through a window of a secluded shower room for most of the day in an attempt to secure the release of Tinchner, but decided on the rescue attempt when it appeared both Tinchner and Nedger were in danger, Wallace said. Quote, "The hostage was retrieved uninjured," Wallace said in a brief statement after the shooting. "The patient, who we felt was also endangered, was retrieved uninjured. Both the hostage and participant are safe and suffered no injury whatsoever in the incident." Wallace would not discuss details of the rescue mission. Bayless, originally from Mississippi, was arrested in Tuscaloosa on robbery charges, while Nedger of Dallas County was charged with theft. The two were at the facility undergoing evaluation on whether they were fit to stand trial. And there y'all have it, man. Hey, man, I remember I lived off Jack Warner Parkway when I was at Alabama. I didn't realize that this facility was right there next to the softball field. I mean, we know about Bryce. If you've been to Alabama, you probably snuck into the old abandoned Bryce facility when you were a freshman, right? Back in the day, right? But not this place. That's wild. What else? Yeah, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Today, they've expanded and it's under construction to add 96 new beds in the 2-story structure to the facility. So that's the latest news I've got on it, other than, people being found unalived, unresponsive and stuff there every couple of years, stuff like that. They're suffering staff shortages just like, regular prisons and shit like that. But it's supposed to be doing some good. So yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. I was excited to bring this to y'all. Like, sub, share, comment, donate, hit me up to come on the show. DC The Voice, Alabama Prisoner Profiles.